is subjective. Doesn't matter the form, shape, style, whether it's a video game, movie, music, or a piece. My personal favorite aspects are when a piece or story is left a little ambiguous. Whenever a story isn't given to you, but rather rewarded in small details or hidden left to be discovered. I love whenever the art itself is a little abstract and original, like in analog horrors or ARGs. Some great examples would be in Hylix or Pergoliminal. When the music perfectly fits the setting presented to you and the overall vibe you feel while experiencing what it has to offer. When a picture is painted so perfectly, you can't help but be invested. Today, I want to talk about a game I had the pleasure of finding and playing to decide whether or not it can be considered a hidden gems. Now, before we get into this, I know some of you probably aren't asking,
Cinema, where's the green screen? Why does your room look so empty?
Well, that's because I'm in the process of moving. So this video is probably going to be a little late upload. I apologize for that. But next time you see me, I will have a whole new background. I'll be in a whole new place. And everything should be up and running as per usual. So I thank you for the patience. Thank you for watching this video. And let's get on with it. Post Void, a game with one goal: reach the end. We open the game and are immediately put into a forest. As we move forward, the game gives us more instructions on the mechanics. We receive a head with pouring liquid, where we are told that this is your health, and the only way to refill it is by killing enemies and collecting their, what I assume is life force. We keep moving forward and find a glowing pit that just looks so jump-inable. So we do just that.
First, there was the void. Then there was a headache. And a flower of hope that would give birth to a sanctuary. With this head in hand, he who bore the pain would try to reach the void again. The place where nothing moves, where darkness is the Lord and silence its preacher, a place of peace. There, this head can pour freely onto a new seed, which, with renewed purpose, will sprout life. But alas, ceaseless violence and unapologetic noise would again be wallpapered to the corridors of past serenity. A time known as post-void. A place known as post-void.
So, what does this mean? We will get to that later. But first, we must reach post-void. Let's begin. Instant mayhem. So much so that I immediately needed to adjust settings just to not overwhelm myself. After fixing some settings, we push forward rapidly, blasting at these weird creatures in suits. Every head popped gives us just a few more seconds of breathing room. We take a few hits and the clock ticks down. Dead. Okay, right back to it. Same thing, but better. We push farther and farther down the narrow halls until finally we make it to the first pool. Ooh, some options. Let's try an Uzi. We drop down to floor 2 and are instantly back into the groove. This time, some short little titty monsters are chasing us. Yeah, no thanks. We keep blasting and moving until again we make it to the next pool. More options? Yeah, we take this one and move on. Floor 3, same thing. We blast our way through to the next pool. A shotgun? Okay, let's try this weapon out. Floor 4, it says we're now in Act 2, which, with keen observation, means new enemies are taking the battlefield. This time we have eyeballs staring at us, blasting us with fireballs. A giant flesh door blocking our way, and a flying hand with a telephone making ear-piercing noises to distract us. The fast movement and army of enemies distract me a little too much and dead again. But we've learned a decent bit and made it pretty far for our second try. We reach 4 out of 11, so we now know what our goal is. We waste no time and hop back in, but don't make it too far. Okay, again. Same results. Again. All right, we're finding our rhythm again. Awesome. Second floor, and we got turned around. Okay, that's on me. Again. All right, we're definitely starting to pick it up. Second floor. Let's grab this compass so I don't get lost. All right, here we go. No. Again. Damn. Again. Okay. Again. I can do this. It's easy. All right. A knife. Fuck it. Let's try it. Shit. This thing sucks. Again. Again. I just need the right formula. One good run. Again. 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 Yep. One more. Again. No, let's keep going. One more. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Change the settings. Yeah. Changing the settings isn't going to make you better, dumbass. Yeah. Again. 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 Fuck it. We'll just keep playing this game forever. Look, we're on a whole second recording now. Well, dude, this is awesome. Again. 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 Oh! Wait a second. This one looks promising. Act 3. We've yet to see this. All right, let's focus. This is the moment. Oh, wow, what the fuck? Ah, my fucking, what the fuck was that? Okay, you know what? Let's just take a little breather and come back to it. We've learned a lot from this. What guns and upgrades we like and which ones we don't like. How the levels evolve, the monsters and distractions work. All it takes is one good run. Let's do this. One good run. Epilogue! We finally did it! We pushed through just a few more enemies until finally we pour our head on a new sea of life. and finally make it, too. Post Void is interesting. It's a story that could easily fly over your head if you aren't paying attention to the imagery in front of you. With that being said, some of you might be thinking,
What the hell does any of this shit mean?
well, I'll explain. The main point of the game is to give you a physical representation of how life is a constant cycle of distractions. A big way the game shows this is through the character design. You have the main enemies in suits, the eyeballs constantly following your every move, the flying hands holding ringing telephones, or the walking hands with light bulbs that blind you. All are supposed to resemble different forms of distractions in real life. Post Void resembles a place of peace and silence away from these distractions. But just like any cycle, it always leads back to the beginning and you're left to do it all over again. Hopefully better and more efficiently than the last. Now, the question of the day. Is Post Void a hidden gem? Absolutely. While the game is short, that's kind of the point. Besides, it's not expensive at all and obviously has tons of replayability. You can always do more runs to try and speed run it faster than the last, and the roguelike aspects of getting to select different build options allows some variety in how you choose to do that. I absolutely love the art style, and the music fits the vibe perfectly. The entire game just feels like a fast acid trip. It also helps make your aim a lot better. I played Counter-Strike after playing this, and it legitimately made CS feel like easy mode. Overall, considering how cheap and unique of a look this game has, it is more than worth your time. So go check it out and play it for yourself so you too can reach Post Void. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you stayed to the end, leave a like, leave a comment if you want to see more or what game you'd like for me to check out, and subscribe, most importantly, so that you can see new videos when I upload. I'm also a musician. That's my main side gig. So if you want to check out my music, I'll leave a link in the description below. And you know, I like making videos like this. I like making these little video essays on games, on music, to share my opinion on how I feel about things. But you know what? It's okay if you disagree, because at the end of the day, my name is Cinema Dude. And what the hell do I know?